Okay, Pink Floyd, Animals. I guess the title of the album must have been inspired by your most recent sex partners. Unfortunately, you know me, I always try to find something that resembles anything like the stuff we have here. I only had a vinyl that has a parrot on it. I also have one, since one of the songs is called Dogs, that has Dalmatians on it. But 3 out of 5 songs have the word pig in it. And I do not have anything that resembles a pig. I mean, the closest that I could get to is probably this. Now, yes, we're doing this. To my surprise, I have, I believe, never heard of this album before we did it. It is number 25 on rateyourmusic.com of the greatest albums of all times, based on people rating their music. The other twos that Wish You Were Here and Dark Side of the Moon were already in the top 10. And this bad boy is number 25, one spot before number 26, Dark Twisted Phantom. Well, maybe I could have gotten that one out. Anyways. Okay, shall we just start? I know it's gonna be psychedelic. You guys there is 5 songs, and one of which is like 17 minutes, the other is 11 minutes, and there's 10 minutes, and then there's like 2 1.5-minute songs. Classic Pink Floyd, I would say. Should we just start? Yes, we should. Pigs on the Wing, Part 1. We have this very industrial, it's like literally just fucking, I don't know what kind of plant, coal. I don't work in the industry. Okay. And the song or the album is called Animals, Pigs on the Wing, number 1. I don't know about you. Where I'm from, pigs with wings is like a saying, I believe. Yeah, if pigs could fly, ... and then you say some unrealistic shit. So if pigs could fly, you would find a girlfriend. I'm sorry for insulting you so much. I'm not sorry.
You didn't care.
Only an acoustic guitar for now.
We would zigzag our way through the bodily pain, occasionally glancing up through the rain.
Okay, before I'm obviously going to have to transition to the next song. I'm just going to say a beautiful intro. Just an acoustic guitar.
Which of the brothers to blame?
But it appears to be also a saying.
For pigs on the wing.
Oh. Okay, we're gonna fade it out, but wait, I'm gonna pull it in. So apparently this is like a pig. This one right here, between the 2 chimneys on the left side, which is flying up. Okay, I didn't see that, I'm not wearing my glasses. Let's just continue. Dogs. I've been called a dog before. Not maybe a dirty dog. Okay, the guitars are slowly getting closer and closer to your ear.
You got to be crazy. You gotta have a real need. Gotta sleep on your toes. And when you're on the street, you got to be able to pick out the easy meat with your eyes closed.
Okay.
Then moving in silently downwind and out of sight. You've got to strike when the moment is right without thinking.
Oh no.
After a while,
Oh yes.
points for style have to be trusted by the
To be honest, it is so remarkable how this, even though this is a very different sound because it's almost exclusively acoustic guitars. And on the previous 2 albums that they did, they had way more electronic sounds. We have a little bit here and there, but not too much. But it's still, I don't know if it's the writing, the percussion. You can just hear that this is like a Pink Floyd song. And one of you dirty dogs told me on Wish You Were Here, there is no Pink Floyd album without an e-guitar solo. So far, you're right. I'm still very much surprised because it's a very different sound. It's very acoustic overall, just the instruments. It's not so far. I mean, okay, we're like 5 minutes in maybe. Oh my God, I just saw that. Oh, okay. Fuck it, we're just going to continue. And to be fair, the way that they are, this is the remastered version, but still, the mixed acoustic guitars on the left and the right do kind of remind me of the Eagles a little bit. But of course, that synthesizer on top is... Ooh. A totally different song. A totally different song right now. But it's so nice right now because we have a lot of, oh, not a lot, but everybody has their little part. I mean, the e-guitar, the acoustic guitar, the drummer, as well as the bass player. All of them have their little spot right now to shine. The song's called Dogs. Of course, we gotta have the dogs. Making that guitar weep. And it's just Pink Floyd. It feels like they're just in the studio, sometimes jamming out. And then they create this sound out of nowhere. Feels like we are bringing the singer back in, maybe.
And when you lose control, you'll reap the harvest you have sown.
This is how can you not hear the sown? Not you hear you have so. Dude. Okay, do people actually care about this page anymore at this point? You guys told me before that there were oftentimes wrong lyrics here. By the way, this is like probably the #1 web page when it comes to Genius.com, owned by Apple nowadays, when it comes to music lyrics. But even I could hear that.
The bad blood slows and turns to stone.
Turn to Stone, a very good song by Electric Light Orchestra. Okay, now we completely changed the synth sound. No more acoustic guitar. Really feels like we're being dragged down by the stone, falling into some black hole, echoing, and this one lonely drum kick. By the way, what I wanted to say at the end of this, it's very interesting because you see the lyrics, of course, and you also hear the music, but the way that they separate the words or the way that they sing it, on this case, David Gilmour, I would have, in 1,000 years, not come up with this way to say these words on top of that rhythm, on top of that melody, on top of that instrumental that we had going on. It's very interesting because I just realized it in that moment, the way they are just separating some words and the way that they just take huge breaks in between. It's very interesting to notice. And maybe Turn to Stone. Also the intro song from Electric Light Orchestra to Out of the Blue, an amazing album in my opinion. Another British band, yes. And for some reason I just had to think of the dogs, of course, and as well the pigs, because right now we have the dog noises. Are we gonna have some oink oinks? And for another very... my brain works in mysterious ways. I had to think of this one discussion between on Pulp Fiction with Samuel L. Jackson and oh no, what's his name? John Travolta. Pigs are filthy animals. Dogs aren't, but pigs are. And now we're gonna bring them back. Now we're going back to Earth?
Gotta admit that I'm a little bit confused.
Again, how would you ever come up with this? Gotta admit that I'm a little bit confused with that spacing, with it. Never.
Sometimes it seems to me as if I'm just being used. Gotta stay awake, gotta try and shake off this creeping malaise.
I have no idea what malaise is.
If I don't stand my own ground, how can I find my way out of this maze? Deaf, dumb, and blind. You just keep on pretending.
Fuck them. Fuck him. Fuck him. You can't do that. You can't do that. Because, dude, we had like 2 or 3 interludes or like, instrumental interludes in between. And now we're bringing this, I would argue it's like a classic Pink Floyd sound at this point. I don't know what it is. I can't really put my word? I can't really put my finger on it, unlike your mom. But this is just, I don't know. It's definitely the drummer. Like the way he drums is always has been on Wish You Were Here as well. Very, very, very identifiable.
Has a real friend. It seems to you the thing to do.
Another e-guitar with some nice drums, and it's a 2-minute one. Oh yes. The time we lost in bed. But we take it out, the energy. Okay, that's very interesting because we had this part before. And it's very fun when you have, especially on one song, but just an album generally. That's what I encounter sometimes with jazz records, where you have one melody, or like it doesn't even need to be like a melody or just a lick or just something that you encounter over and over throughout the album again. Because for a second, hey, we were just being dragged down by the stone, and then I still try to see where maybe this song resembles dogs in a way, and maybe the next one resembles sheep or pigs. Sheep obviously in a herd following somebody blindly. We know that Wish You Were Here. That's an issue we talked about politically. So I was kind of trying to find this substance, this DNA part in here. And at some point I thought, hey, okay, we are admitting we are a little bit confused. Yes, we just got used. I mean, I don't know what dogs were seen as 50 years ago. But gotta stay awake, shake this off. If I don't stand my own ground, I can find my way out of this maze that we were being dragged down to with the stone. And kind of, I don't know, like growing some balls. And at the beginning of this guitar solo, this instrumental break, when we had the drummer going way faster, way more, I don't know, energetic, just sounded a bit more confident. Because beforehand on the song, one of the first guitar solos we had, I told you it was sound like a weeping guitar. And now we just kind of got a little bit more confidence back. And now we, in between this instrumental break, had this cut again and went back to the first guitar solo sound. This way slow down version. Someone with a very freaky preference. Okay, before we blend into the next song, I never really thought about the similarities between humans and dogs. Or if you would have wanted to see it, maybe apart from like this pain thing, but trained, told by the man, trained again, fitted collar chain, a lot of similar imagery we have had going on Pink Floyd albums, talking about. I mean, in this case, it could be you as like the youth, or as well just generally the human existence in, I know they are very political, in the political land space, being, I don't know, held on a short leash to not break away too strong. And now we're gonna go to the next song. Piggies. Three different ones. Like this tail, and we actually do have the oink oink noise. Ooh. I like the way we're building some energy. The drum is slowly.
Pig man, ha ha, charade you are.
Woo! Again, who? Big man, haha. It almost seems like some sort of Victorian age, I don't know what the fuck they would do back there, an opera maybe? The way it just said like...
Well-heeled pig wheel, ha ha, charade you are.
Okay, this seems to be the first pig.
But when you
almost a little bit like the Kings. To be honest, it does kind of make me laugh more. And now with the guitar, a little bit like Roxanne, da, 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 ch, ch. Right? The Police. Okay, later on, or maybe wait, people, I know we are describing types on the first verse and on this one, but I don't know what kind of person. I felt a little bit like some, I don't want to call them politicians, but the way that we are saying, hey, when you put your hand on your heart, nobody believes you anyways. You seem like a joke, but it's really just sad in the end. And now we have the second type of person with a hat pin who are also thinking they're big man, hot stuff. I don't know, 1977, what kind of people there were around. Maybe a police officer? They're being referred to as pigs. Although I don't know if they still have guns or had guns. I know England is one of the only countries on this planet where the police does not carry a gun. Some more pig noises. For a second I thought there was a harmonica, but no, it's kind of like the pig. It isn't it's a harmonica. It's supposed to sound like the pig. Okay, I think trying to understand how they created these noises is... We can give up. We weren't there. Although it would make sense because this right now, I'm going to call it a harmonica. It almost sounds a little bit like what they would play in jail, and we just had the pig, the policeman, who thinks he's a big shot with his steel and the handgun. And now we are maybe like in jail, and this is the kind of shit that you would play when you're depressed in jail. At least a very, very comedic, comical version of it. From what I know from movies, I don't know, Lucky Luke. Back to the beginning. A reoccurring theme that we explore the sound and then bringing back what we had in the beginning of the song. I'm very glad the bass player is getting some shine on him.
Hey, you White House, charade you are.
I don't know why, but the way that they always say in this little, or where it's just layered vocals, ha ha, it is just so fucking random. I don't know why, but it makes me laugh.
You're trying to keep our feelings off the street.
Who is Mary? Mary Whitehouse, a controversial conservative activist. Okay, I'm very glad because at the beginning when they said White House, I also thought, usually I believe the White House is separated. It's not one word. And it appears that the White House, the American government, misinterpreted as well and felt attacked, leading to many officials declare Pink Floyd as an anti-American band. Funnily enough, what they are saying in this last verse about our third little piggy, all of it does very well fit to the White House too. 1977, that must have been like, how many wars did we have? It was the Vietnam War still. A lot of wars that we had. A lot of unnecessary wars that we had. Or not we, but them. Okay, but that's kind of funny. When Roger toured solo in the 1980s, he changed the lyric to "Hey you Thatcher." Okay, Margaret Thatcher. Yeah. Nowadays, Roger sings it about White House in USA, as he stated in an interview. A lot of people think I'm singing about the White House, and I am now because nobody cares about Mary Whitehouse anymore. Okay, so I guess my assumption was kind of right, still, in a way. But I have no idea who Mary Whitehouse is. Conservative activist, okay, cool. This bitch has been forgotten by now. And maybe this is my favorite guitar solo so far. Because like a classic guitar solo. But it appears we're also slowly letting it fade out. Interesting. Since on Wish You Were Here and Dark Side of the Moon, we would sometimes have either complete cuts or like very, very smooth transitions. Okay, it's 16 seconds left. I'm gonna assume the first piggy of ours, the big piggy, who thinks he's charade, well-heeled big piggy, gonna think that the first piggy is a business person. The second piggy, I'm gonna assume, although I also still think it could have been a politician, but the greed behind it, keep on digging. The second piggy, I'm gonna say, is a police officer, and then on the third one, we actually went for a man. They didn't say she was they just said she was an activist, not really a politician. 3-song cycle, yes. Having already introduced the dogs, we elevate and enrich themselves at the expense of others. This song describes 3 pigs who perpetuate injustice and hardship whilst maintaining their grip on power. Yes. The use of the word pig, slang term police, countries it's coincidental. The lyrics do not describe law enforcement, but politics. George Orwell's novel Animal Farm. George Orwell also did... It was turned into a movie. George Orwell, it's not Brave New World. It was George Orwell. Oh my God. Okay, I'm actually going to look this one up. 1984. Yes, 1984. That's the one. Okay. Yeah, it was... this song was very satirical. George Orwell was very pessimistic. He just described dystopias. Although, like, the 3 piggies we had are kind of a little bit dystopian. Exploiting the fears of the other farm animals. Settle personals... To be honest, this feels like something you would have in a Disney movie. This would be some Disney Pixar animated movie. This would be the main enemy. Symbolizes political figure or archetype in mid-1970s, whose politics active view were considered object by lyricist Roger Waters. Described the song, Mary Whitehouse. Okay. So I'm assuming the second one we had with the iron and the handgun is a more aggressive politician, maybe. Someone who is almost like Hillary Clinton. Very easy on the trigger. And the first one is somebody who tries to keep on digging, a greedy one, trying to, meanwhile they are enriching themselves, almost like King Louis the 15th. Okay, the next song, The Sheep, now the followers. And we already hear the sheeps on the last pig song. Electronic keyboard? With a very nice chord progression. And I don't know if they thought about this, but the sheepness we've had going on, this herd, I believe sheep only make noises when they feel like they're in danger to talk to each other, I think. It's a bass approaching. Okay. The most energetic we've been so far. And the organ, of course. Maybe only based on the sound. This could be my favorite. Oh no. I kind of want to pause to say something, but I don't want to pause because I don't want to interrupt. Although we just took out the energy. Okay, so we do have this ongoing story, which is cool. Yeah, we are the innocent sheep, aren't we? And now the dogs who want to enrich themselves are coming for us to direct us and show us where we need to go. But we have had a form of realization here. Can we get even higher? We can. Another one? Another one? And, whoa, another one? For a second I thought, hey, cool, we took everything out. We brought everything back in only in these like almost 3 minutes, and now we took everything out again. But the walking, the troubling bass is back. The unease in the air, as they described it. That's kind of what it feels like. Regarding the sound, very appealing. Oh man, oh my god, I haven't paused in such a long time. But it's good. It feels great. Wait. We ended things really what they seem. Yes, we ended This Is No Bad Dream with this one, and then we had this Stone coming back, and almost, which feels like one hit at Religion, but also another hit or like just another punch into this direction. Oh yeah, the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He makes me down to lie through pastures green. He leadeth me to the silent waters. Almost accepting for a minute our faith in religion, or kind of finding our own solution to it, to accept it. He made me to hang in these high places. When he releases us, he converted me to lamb cutlets for low head. But they also had a very weird filter on that noise or on that voice. I just want to see what they are talking about. Okay, it has a lot of thumbs up, so it sounds good. Now Waters twists the verse in a way referencing how religion is used by those in power to control the masses. Yeah. Okay, I thought it was kind of ourselves using religion to accept our fate, but the politicians as well. Otherwise could rise against them. The sheep following the leader, yes, will be slaughtered, cut into lamb chops, yes. Okay, to be honest, I don't know about back in the day. Nowadays, I would hope people are a bit more aware, but I do definitely see it still in the United States, where they say one nation under God, and for your country and God, they always put those two very close together. But yeah, now we actually defeated it cheerfully out of obscurity. Well, first we were still not, I believe, demented. We aren't realizing that this is happening over and over and over and over and over again. So we cheerfully march into that. Oh yeah, for God and our country. Woo. Woo. That we, yeah. Now they're dead. Now we have a revolution. The revolution has begun. But even though they're still saying maybe this is just a charade, and that third refrain or chorus really just gave me the impression, even though for a second we thought, hey, maybe it's over. No, they're still playing us like a fiddle. Pigs on the Wing Part 2, the outro. Yeah, we have the same sound.
And I know that you care.
To be honest, I kind of want to take the first song back, the lyrics at least, just to, oh no, what is this? What the fuck is this? Ooh, what is this? 3 different ones, part 1. What the hell? What is this? Shine On. Is this just all of their albums in one album? It appears so. Shine On, You're a Crazy Diamond? I kind of want to see. But we can do that after we listen to it.
So I don't feel alone on the way to the stone. Now that I've found somewhere safe to bury my bones, a shelter from pigs on the wing.
It does loop very well. Of course, it's more or less the same. But I feel like we need to check the first one, part 1. Yes. If you didn't care what happened to me, yes, that's how he started. And now, okay, because these are like obviously part 1 and 2. Wondering which of the buggers to blame. And we now know who the buggers are that we are just gonna blame for our own demise, and watching for pigs on the wing. So we are looking for these people who made it out there, or who did it. And I say, you know what? I care what happens to you. And I know that you care for me too. So I don't feel alone or the weight of the stone, which is very nice. Now that I've found somewhere safe to bury my bone. Were we the dogs all along? And any fool knows a dog needs a home, a shelter from pigs on the wing. Okay, so we kind of have these two worlds, don't we? Because right now we have the perspective from the dogs out there who are afraid of the pigs on the wing. And on the first one, we had the people who, but also a different one. This doesn't feel like the dogs, does it? This feels like the sheep more so, who are trying to blame one of the dogs or even one of the pigs. But we are watching out for these people. Meanwhile, these are trying to protect themselves from the people and trying to needs a home where they can bury their bone. They try to keep their stuff safe. They try to have their own things. And it felt very nice to know that he cares about me. Actually, they did. I mean, they did so much and so many great fucking albums. You can tell that they put work into it. Wait, let's see together. So we know these. Honestly, I would call it a trilogy, and it is a perfect trilogy. I don't know what the fuck this is. A remix? I listened to this one, the remastered version, as you can see. But yeah, hey, this trilogy right here, these three, that is fucking insane. They just decided within 4 years to change music altogether. I feel like this has always been the forgotten child of the three little piggies, I'm gonna call them, Dark Side, Wish You Were Here, and Animals. This feels like a little bit the more forgotten child. It's hard to say which one is my favorite. It's impossible to say. It's impossible to say. I gotta re-listen to Wish You Were Here and Animals on vinyl. Then I can tell you, because I've had Dark Side on vinyl and listened to it on vinyl, which is totally different, the experience. I know it sounds like really dumb, but it sounds different. I can't really explain why, but it sounds right to listen to it on vinyl. I also listened to it on streaming, and that did not feel right. So I'm going to have to do that with the other two as well. And then I maybe I can tell you which one I like the most. Although, I mean, I like all of them equally. I know it sounds weird, but not weird, but it sounds like very cliche, but I do. Okay, dude, this has been a ride. Obviously, the same way your mom writes me. Gotta end it on a your mom joke. I can't be too nice here. I can't. I want to. I can't. This was cool. The Wall. I think we're gonna do The Wall next, shouldn't we? I think we should. All right. See you. Until then.